Hey guys, Tech Timmy here. So in this video, I am going to be unboxing this cool kitchen top ice maker or ice machine by a company called Silonn. This is the Slim 01 model, and it comes in sort of a stainless steel finish, or I don't know if it's actually stainless steel, but it's definitely silver in color. The other one that I have on my countertop is black, and I'm currently swapping out my kitchen appliances so that they're my smaller kitchen appliances so that they're all stainless steel for consistency. So let's get this out of the box. I will run down some specs. I took a few notes here for you guys as well, but without further ado, let's get into the unboxing.
Oh boy, it's Tech Timmy time.
All right, so my second Silonn kitchen top countertop countertop ice maker. And this is the second one that I bought from Silonn. My other Silonn one, which I think is a testament to how much I actually like it. The other Silonn one is on my counter right now, and it is making ice as I speak. And the thing just, almost stabbed myself there, careful. The thing just works like a champ. I've had it for a better part of a year. There's another review on my channel. I'll actually include a link down below in the description to my other review of the black one. But I'm going through and this one has a couple of benefits over the black one. So the biggest one is that it has a self-cleaning function. And so the black one did not have that. There's some specs and things on the box, but they're super technical. And I'm sure if you guys are, sort of weighing whether or not to buy one of these, you're not going to be too concerned about the amperage and so forth. So I'll skip the technical details and we'll just get to the nuts and bolts and take this guy out here. I'm dying to see what it looks like, mostly because I like the other one so much. But right on the top here, we'll pull that out. So we have some documentation, so the instruction manual, right? These are super easy to use, guys, super easy. You basically just fill up there should be a bucket in here for, or a compartment where the water goes. This is important, actually, this little piece. So this just went flying, and so this actually sticks on the side of the ice machine, and you can hang the scoop from it, and it works great. And I think it's maybe fallen off once in a year that I've had the other one, but I seem to be missing the little thing, so hopefully that's in here somewhere. And then we have a little business card, and I did start to look at the document, didn't I? Scan with the Amazon shopping app to learn more, blah, verify authenticity. We don't need to do any of that. So I can certainly vouch for the black one that I had. I'll just say, very cool. If you guys follow my channel, you know what a stickler I am for documentation. I've been a technical writer for 30 years, so documents are kind of important to me. And I love right off the bat how they have the nice big type. So we don't have to break out the microscope or the magnifying glass to read this thing. It looks great. Nice schematic diagram over here. And then, so I think this one is slightly bigger than my black one. I really don't know. Well, we'll know in a second when we take it out of the box. So talks about the control panel. So this is kind of important. I'll show you on the unit itself in a second. So we have an add water indicator. The other one has it as well. Full ice, the other one has it also. Power. And then we have small cubes and large cubes. So that panel's identical to what I have already. And then on and off, and then clean. So there's a clean function. The select lets you cycle between all of the different features and so forth. So that's that. But it looks like a solid document here. Before first use, stand upright for 24 hours. So this was actually sitting on my doorstep upright outside. So that's encouraging. So that has to do with the coolant or the refrigerant inside the unit itself. I would say you want to adhere to that. If the thing has been lying horizontally, don't fire it up until you let that refrigerant settle. And then, so it's bullet style ice cubes in both small and large. And then we have, thank you for choosing us, nice big thing. Hard water can affect your ice maker, right? So descale monthly and moderately hard water. Descale every 2 to 3 weeks and hard. So I would say mine's moderately hard, our water here in Massachusetts, but totally fine. And I love the fact that I can now actually automatically clean this guy, whereas before, and it would get some some sediment and things built up on it. I'll stop short of calling it mold, because I'm sure that's not what it is. But I think the hard water does leave marks, and they're like light brownish on the side of the thing. And so I'm tugging on the cord to ease this out of the box here, and that's probably not the best course of events. So let me just see. I'm on a different setup rig because this is a larger box than usual, but woohoo! I love the stainless steel. I don't like that it looks like there's a few scratches on it already though. So that's interesting. All right, well, let me just take this out here. Maybe that could just be the brushed. No, those do look like little itty bitty scratch. Oh, protective film. All right, so before I'm getting ahead of myself here, a rather large box. And this is definitely it's larger than the other one. It has, well, let me get it out first. It has more of a premium look and feel. I will flash the other one up on screen during the video if I haven't already. So I have a full review on my channel of the other one, and it looks slightly bigger. It just looks awesome, actually. So I'm super happy with the way this looks. And then, of course, you can't really see from the top here, but it's got that two-toned stainless steel look. And then the scratches were on the, look at that. So it's on this piece of plastic that they have wrapped around to protect it from scratches. So perfect. So it is not scratched up in any way, shape, or form. And I love this silver color. I want to say that, I don't know if it's actually technically stainless steel. I really don't know, but this is the color of all my other appliances in my kitchen. So I bought a Keurig coffee maker that's this color, my microwave is this color, and it's also, most of them are two-tone, black and brushed silver, so it's all gonna go really, really good together. And if you can't tell, I'm excited. I definitely get excited about my ice, for sure. And that's why I bought multiple of these, and also the unboxing videos as well. And it's just so much more efficient than doing the ice cube trays. It's just so much more efficient, actually. And then here, so ample cord, similar to the other one. Mine, I'm gonna sit on my countertop beside my fridge, and there is a plug that the fridge plugs into. That is going to go into. I use a smart plug to control this. So I can basically tell Alexa to turn it off and on, which comes in handy if I'm not home or if I want to save electricity or whatever. The other one also had this danger, risk of whatever on it. And when I peeled the sticker, it left a little residue. So I'm going to leave that sticker alone so I don't have to deal with the residue. But this is what it looks like, guys. So just real quickly, so it comes with, this is your ice bucket right in here, and it's taped in. So I'm just pulling little pieces of tape off the sides here. I think you can see that in the video. I'm gonna put this over here. And this is the ice scoop, nothing like a fresh ice scoop. So the basket is, I wanna say, this is about the same size as the black one. But the benefit of this over the black one, two main benefits. One is the self-cleaning for sure. And then the other one, so the color would be the third. But the other one is that from time to time, especially if it's overworking, it'll make inconsistent shaped ice cubes. So the little ones sometimes come out too little, and the big ones sometimes come out too little. My understanding with this model is that they corrected that. It's more efficient cooling and so forth. So the ice cube should be more uniform. I will include whatever that means. I will include that as part of a review in the future for this model right here. But I will also drop links to both this and the old one, which is a little more budget friendly. The all black one is a little bit more budget friendly, but it lacks the uniform ice cubes and then also the cleaning. So you'll have to manually clean it, which a little hot soapy water and a sponge is totally fine. I also add a little vinegar in here. So occasionally what'll happen is the insides will get dirty. And just to hammer the point home, yeah, this looks more, this is machined differently than the other one. It looks really, really high end. So the ice cubes will come out through here, fill this up with water, and then the ice cubes will actually come out through the inside here. It looks like there's another piece of tape.
Ice, en las muñecas, ice.
And I'm actually pulling on a little ice making thing there, so, which probably isn't great, but I'm sure it's fine. So this little guy here is where it flips the ice cubes inside here. The water goes here, and the ice cubes land right in there. And then you can just take them out. If you have a large glass, you can just dump them in there. I use this thing. My last one I use every single day, and it just works so great. I'm actually going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace because it still looks and performs great. This is just a little bit of an upgrade for an appliance that I really, really love. Let me just check my notes here. A fun fact, both of them make 9 cubes every 6 minutes, and I think it's something like you can make up to 26 pounds of ice a day. How crazy is that? That is a lot of ice. It won't overflow, so once it gets full, it has an auto shut off, so which is definitely nice. There is that price difference. This one is a little bit more expensive, but you also have those extra features, the self-cleaning. Occasionally, it will get loud. There'll be a little bit of a buzz if it's really cranking. Most of the time, it's super silent. So guys, so that's basically it. So my second Silonn Ice Maker, this is the one that is in stainless steel. What's stainless steel? I believe it's called silver on the website. It does show a few fingerprints, but you're not really gonna touch that. You're not gonna be touching the sides or whatever. This is where you're gonna go. This is where the magic happens right in here. So anyhow, I hope this video helped you guys. If you did, mind give me a quick thumbs up. I appreciate it a lot. I'll leave some links to both of these things down below in the description. And please subscribe for a fun take on tech. And hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.